Hi everyone, this is Ramon, and I'm currently a student pursuing my master's in business analytics at University of California, Davis. And in today's video, I'm going to talk to you about my admissions and my applications for my master's. So I had received admits from UC Davis, Purdue, and UT Dallas. And I'm going to cover topics like statement of purpose, letter of recommendations, one-way interview, two-way interviews that I had to go through for these colleges. So for the SOP, I had a very different SOP for, say, for UC Davis, a very different one for Purdue. And it is highly recommended that you keep the SOPs different for each colleges because they have different goals, different visions. However, if you are to keep something very generic, you can focus on things like your milestones, your achievements in your career. So my SOPs usually started with an introduction to the field of analytics and my personal journey with that, my career, my achievements, and also my journey during COVID, because that was a very significant year for me personally. And I was working from office during that time, and I had a lot of learning experiences as well. And towards the end, I focused mostly on the university, the professors, and the courses that I like, the professors' works, and the publications that I was really interested in. And there were other essays or other articles that I had to submit for colleges like Purdue and UC Davis. One of those essays I remember asked me about diversity and how I connected with it. And I talked about my personal journey when I was working at Musicma. I got to interact with people from different backgrounds, different regions, different ethnicities, and that was a very interesting phase and interesting journey for me. Next, in terms of the letter of recommendations, most colleges do not require you to require a person to upload a document. What they do nowadays is that you have to submit say two individuals, whether they are your managers, they could be your professional connections, or your professors from your undergrad. And you need to submit their email ID, their name, their phone number, and the college would send them a form. And this form would consist of different questions regarding you and whether you are a good candidate for them, what are your qualities, and why do they think that, basically your managers or your professors think that you would be adding value to the program. So it's important that you have a list of people that you can use on a rotation basis, because I'm assuming that you would be applying to a couple of colleges and you can use different people for different colleges. And it's also important that you let them know that this is the reason that you like this college, and this is the reason that you want to join that particular college. Next, for Purdue and for UC Davis, after I submitted my application, I remember within a week, or about, I think within 10 days, I received a link for a one-way interview. So a one-way interview is basically an interview where you just sit in front of the laptop and you get some questions prompted on the screen. You get about 30 seconds to prepare and a minute to answer those questions. So the questions are mostly behavioral questions. So some of the questions I was asked were along the lines of like, why do I want to join that college? What would I do if one of my teammates fell sick and we had to submit a deliverable that was due, say, in the next couple of hours. I also received some interesting questions like, why do I want to join this college? Which course do I like in this college? Which course do I find difficult based on the curriculum? And something that really I remember to this day is in one of these interviews I was asked a question like, what do I think of the color blue? And it was something that I was not expecting. So my answer was very simple. I just said that blue makes me think of the sky and water, and how I want to be limitless like the sky, and how, like the way water is, water can flow anywhere, take any shape. I want to be like that and adaptable basically. So for these one-way interviews, it's very important that you are calm, you are composed, and you need to be very structured, because you need to know what to answer, and you don't need to answer something that is like 10 lines or 10 sentences. It can be just 3 points and that's sufficient. They just want to see how well structured you are and how well organized you are as a candidate. And then for UC Davis, I had received another interview link that was a two-way interview. So for Purdue and UT Dallas, at this point, I had received the admission letters along with the scholarships. And for UC Davis, I received another interview link. And at that point, the interview was with another member from their admissions team. And I was quite nervous before the interview, and I went into the interview and we laughed about a few things. We cracked a few jokes around there, and he mostly asked about my projects, my work experience, and why I wanted to join UC Davis, from where I heard about the curriculum, what do I know about their program. And I told them about the friends or the alumni who I knew from their college, and about their intense curriculum, and their college is based out of San Francisco. So that was something that was really interesting to me, and I was looking forward to that. And he said that he would ask me some technical questions, but most of these questions were from my projects and my resume. However, depending on the interviewer, you might be asked questions, because a couple of my friends were asked questions for technical questions that revolved around the things that they had put on their resume, say regression, basics of statistics, and all of that. Overall, these processes took about a month or so, and I would suggest that you apply as soon as you can, have everything ready, and try to aim for the first round, because I could not aim for a first round for a couple of those colleges, and I feel like I would have received more admits. And just keep in mind that no college is too high, no college is too low, and your dream colleges are not too difficult to get into. So just have faith in yourself and just apply to as many colleges as you want to, and wherever you want to go to. And also, don't be disheartened if a college does not select you, because I have seen that wherever you go, your college will be good for you, and it is the college that deserves you, not the other way around. And you would make friends, you would learn a lot from these colleges, and all the best. So let me know if you have more questions. Feel free to connect with me on LinkedIn and ask your questions. Bye.